Alright, there's another video for 1 VHT, and this one is about exercise 14 from the revision of chapter 5. It says you pay €2 for 250 grams of young cheese at the cheese market, of the cheese maker. How much do you pay for a kilogram? Alright, well, a kilogram is 4 times as much as 250 grams. So that means you also have to pay this 4 times. So we do 4 times 2. 4 times 2 is €8, and that's the answer for exercise A. Here it says Hans pays €5. How many grams of young cheese can he buy? So then we need to figure out how much can you get for €5. Well, if you go from €2 to €5, because if I make a ratio table here, if you spend €2, you get 250 grams of cheese. So if you spend €5, if you go from 2 to 5, you multiply that with 2.5. So we also need to multiply this with 2.5. Well, if you multiply that with 2.5, you get 625 grams. So that's how much young cheese he can buy. So that's 625 grams. I need to write that down here. Then exercise C, so this was the answer for exercise B, is the amount that you pay proportional to the weight of the cheese. Let me explain what that means. Actually, here there's also an explanation. It says proportional relationships have a ratio table, and the graph is a straight line. Well, I already used the ratio table here to explain exercise B, so we can assume it is proportional. But also what this word means is that if you buy twice as much cheese, you also have to pay twice as much. Then it's proportional. If it's inversely proportional, that means if you buy twice as much cheese, you have to pay half of it. That would be inversely proportional. So this means the more you buy, the more expensive it will be, but also every time the same amount. Every time you pay €2 for 250 grams of cheese. Then we need to fill in this table, and then we need to draw the graph. So I have a nice set of x's over here, right? But first we need to fill in this table. Alright, so if you buy no cheese, then it also costs no euros at all, right? For €2 you get 250 grams of young cheese. So what would that be for 100 grams? That's what we want to know. So then we need to go from, if I make another ratio table, I'm going to make a ratio table over here. For 250 grams we pay €2. And now I want to know what you need to pay if you only have €100. And then you divide this by 2.5. So you also need to do 2 divided by 2.5. Well, 2 divided by 2.5, you can use your calculator for that. But you get 0.8, because this is 4 out of 5, and it's 0.8. So you pay 80 cents for 100 grams of cheese. That means you pay €1.6 for 200 grams. And then we pay €3.2 for 400 grams. If you add this is 4.8, this is 6.4, and the kilogram we already knew, that was 8. So this is how you fill in that table, and here you can see what you have to pay for each amount of cheese that you want to buy. So then we're going to make a graph. So you need a set of axes. I already made this in advance. Here we have the grams, so 100, 200, 300, 400, etc. And here you have the price. And then we need to make some points in it. And then we need to draw a straight line. Well, one point that is easy to make is this point over here. When you have 1,000, you have exactly 8. So that's on a grid point, right? So that's a nice point. And over here we have another nice point, that's 0.0, right? Those are exact grid points. All the other ones are a bit hard to draw. I can draw it. 0.8 would be over there, right? But sometimes it's a bit hard to see where you have to make that point. For example, 1.6 would have been... this one I already did wrong, because this is till 2, so 1.8 would have been here and not there. See? It's very easy to make a mistake. So we're going to draw a straight line now, and actually I should use a pencil for that, because then I could have also erased this point, which I didn't do. So we're going to draw this straight line from here to there, right? And then that's the graph that belongs for this situation. Alright, so this is the graph here, and here you can see how much cheese do you buy and what do you need to pay then. For example, we can see that for 500 grams you pay €4. Now that's something that we already knew. So this was the answer for exercise 14. So thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.